Hello everyone and welcome. Regular viewers will know I don't generally do build showcase videos, but as you may also know, I took a fight against a Warlock running a really unique build and he just WTF owned me. While I was leveling, I think my fighter, one of my 4 characters that I now have at 15. Regardless, I've been on a quest to reverse engineer that build, and I have, and I want to share it with you guys because this is one of the most fun builds I've played in Dark and Darker in a while. And this is the Zero Spell Warlock in white gear only lobbies, and I'm going to share the secrets with you right now. So they added a new talent in Wipe 3 for Warlocks called Shadow Touch. It does an additional 3 magic damage anytime you deliver a physical attack. Additionally, it heals the Warlock for a base 3 with each swing. So obviously it scales much better with faster weapons. The Chris Dagger is your preferred main hand here, but I'm running a Falchion because it's what my Squire has, and that's fine. But the key here is that we're running Phantomize and Blow of Corruption, and we want to keep ourselves light on our feet, okay? So movement speed, as always, is king here, particularly with this play style. So I am looking for Lightfoot boots, I am looking for a white occultist hood or better, I am looking for a white or better Chris Dagger, and I am looking for the white Liberace gloves, the sparkly golden white ones that have both 1 magical healing and 1 magic power by default. So I hear somebody on the other side of the door. I need to drink a health pot to top off real fast, and banging on a monster wouldn't hurt either because, as you can see, I gain health every time I deal physical damage. It's very important to point out that this works on players, this works on monsters, this works on target dummies, everything. Yes, target dummies. You can fully heal up just by swinging at a target dummy. Now, something that's a little perverse here with this build is that you are actually kind of incentivized to hit mobs not in their sweet spots, like for headshots, but instead to like hit them on the limbs so they live longer so you can heal up more when you need to sustain up. Just an interesting quirk to the build. But this is really effective. No one's really expecting this combination out of the Warlock, at least not yet. I think this is going to become incredibly popular because I have a sense that the healing the Warlock receives scales off 2 factors, both your magical healing and your plus magic damage. That's my assumption from having run this similar build with better gear than what I have right now. Those aren't Liberace gloves, but I'll take them. Hey, big shout out to a comment in my last video saying, Koopa, you pick up too much garbage. Leave the garbage on the floor. And I have embraced this philosophy. So you will see in this video that I am dropping a lot of the junk that I normally hoard. It's going right to the floor. And anyway, yeah. So I did hear this guy. I'm going to open the door. It sounds like a ranger. There's a trap in the doorway. It's definitely a ranger. I am just going to close on him using Phantomize. He is going to try to shoot me 5 times in the chest. Oh, the arm. And we all know how that plays out. Not a big fan of the 5 fanning shot. It's kind of a dead skill as far as I'm concerned. Regardless, he doesn't have much, but once again, we're in white lobbies because I'm just coming in here to kind of showcase this in deathmatch mode, in case you're unaware. Goblin Caves in normal lobbies is basically just deathmatch. It's immediately spawn rushing. It's immediately seeking other players to kill. There's very little learning of PvE going on in this map tile set. If you're interested in leveling a character and you don't want to be beset on all sides by the tyranny of other players, I would highly suggest you go to the Ice Caves. Yes, it's a duo map, but you'll have more alone time to level up at your leisure. You can pretty easily extract and avoid any potential PvP. So yeah, if you're finding Goblin Caves to be a frustrating experience because you're just getting attacked all the time from every angle, then the Ice Caves is for you. So let's talk about the 3 talents that I'm currently running at level 12. That's Shadow Touch again to give me the extra magic damage and the healing on every physical swing. I am running Vampirism to boost the Shadow Touch talent, and then I'm running the Dark Embrace talent, the one that causes me to do damage to you when you strike me. Okay, so I just picked up an occultist hood that's +1 magical healing, not too shabby. In one of the runs I did here, I ended up with like +6 or +7 magical healing just by happenstance from things I picked up in a white lobby, and the healing was truly insane with a Chris dagger. Why Chris? It's got a fast attack, which means more attacks, which means more opportunity to proc the extra damage and the healing sustain. You know, strength is pretty good here because, once again, it's really kind of a melee build. Look at me dropping the garbage, everybody. Not going to carry it around for a while, taking up free space in my inventory. Chris dagger, that's what we're looking for. It is a great option here. Oh, hello, Mr. Slayer Fighter. Probably Slayer Fighter. It definitely is the meta, and I'm seeing most of the lobbies are mostly full with Slayer Fighters. I guess all the rogues realized that Slayer Fighter is just a better rogue than the rogue is now. So, once you land the Blow of Corruption, it's probably over. And it is here as well. So, just everybody remember, the Blow of Corruption also applies a healing debuff, right? So, you need to get your healing in before you need it when you're fighting a Warlock with Blow of Corruption. Otherwise, it's going to be significantly reduced by virtue of you getting hit by Blow of Corruption. So I'm still using the falchion here. I'm very comfortable with the falchion, guys. I use it on pretty much every character that has access to it. It is a fantastic weapon. Remember this trap in case I need to play around it later. Once again, Phantomize gives me a lot of options here to play with the terrain. Ideally, you know, on the Warlock, you're going to use Phantomize to either close ground against a ranged adversary, or you're going to use it to escape a melee ranged engagement that you no longer think is in your favor, right? So, capture and evasion, the two purposes of the speed boost / invulnerability to physical. Pretty sure I heard somebody operating in this direction. Let's go find them. You know, once again, Goblin Caves is really just kind of devolved down to the quintessential PvP experience. Like, Iron Mace, if you're listening to this, stop work on the arena immediately. Like, you already have the arena. It's the Goblin Caves solo queue, white lobbies. This is what it's all about. All the time, just deathmatch, nonstop. And you can watch the kill feed. Like, the first spawn rush generally happens in the first 20 seconds. And then you can just watch the PvP cascade. That's one of the things I really enjoy about the white lobbies. More on this, you know, in a different video. But the transparency, like, you can tell what's going on in the map. You can tell where the portals have spawned. You can tell where players likely are. You know, it's just a lot of good intelligence, and it feels clean. Now, here we go. We have completed the trifecta for the white lobby Shadow Touch Warlock. We have Liberace gloves. We have an occultist hood. We have a Chris dagger, although I'm still using the falchion. I hear somebody nearby. What do we have? I think we have two somebodies. Alright, that's definitely a Wizard. It's kind of funny to me that right now, a lot of the white lobby leveling metas in Dark and Darker are like the zero spell variants, right? You've got zero spell cleric. Hello, how are you? Where are you going, brother? See how I ran through him to avoid the bolt damage? Yeah, he's dead. Whoop, PDR fighter. Time to go. Good news is there is no universe in which he can catch me. But I'm going to run off into the storm. Guys, don't be afraid of the storm. You can run into the storm, you can heal up, you can use bandages, you know, use your meds, that's what they're there for. Now, let's remember that this guy tried to attack first. I don't have my voice comms on, but I imagine he is trying to make peace now that he failed to get the third-party opener in on me. We'll see. Where did he go? Is he taking a bath? No, I hear him in here. There he is. Hey. I imagine he's talking to me like, hey, we don't have to fight. There's more portals than we need. Please stop. I have loot. This is my first time ever getting loot. Yeah, sorry, buddy. You attacked first. And I'm going to leave all your stuff there to rot. Yeah, so, I mean, this build, a lot of fun. It doesn't take a lot of thinking. It's pretty straightforward. Take a lot of damage. You heal up off fighting mobs, which you'd be doing anyway. You have a surprising amount of, effective health and surprise damage in PvP engagements. And, yeah, this is how I'm leveling my Warlock. I highly recommend you check it out. This is a tremendously fun build to play. It's really easy to put together. Once again, Occultist Hood, Liberace gloves for the magical healing, and then a Chris Dagger is a plus, but it works just as well with pretty much anything. I imagine it would be okay with the staff too, with the fast attack speed. Attack speed's going to be your friend here because you're just going to take advantage of more heals, more procs, etc. But I'm just a Falchion enjoyer, so I'm going to continue to use that. Anyway, that's all I've got for you guys today. Try this build out, even if you're not a huge Warlock enthusiast. This is a lot of fun. Anyway, until next time, Koopa out.